Let me turn up the mic a fraction. Let me see if you can dance like Michael Jackson. Here we go. Good evening, scribes. Good day, the 16th of April, I think. Wednesday, maybe. Don't hold me on that. How are we? I'm on a mobile. I was going to do a mobile hangout, but nay, no mobile hangout. I've got some tunes that I've mixed. No copyright infraction to the drum and bass that you might be able to hear, aka pots and pans. It's a bit cold. It's not very warm, I tell you. Louis Armstrong, I used to hum melodies like Louis Armstrong. I'm gonna have a quick chat with you. Listen to this a minute. Get up like Mr. James Brown. Drop another one. Oh, rewind selector. Here we go. We'll let you join in and then we're going to have a chat. Take note of the icon on the screen. The thumbnail. Just getting ready. Get up like Mr. James Brown. Drop another one. The sovereign drops another one. The sovereign in the house. Yeah. There's the key. There we go. Hyper, I'm the piper. Look into my eyes and I'll hypnotize ya. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked was hotter. Yes, I down with the crown. I'm sick of the frown. Man's jumping around. Yes, I. We're setting the tone. UK drum and bass. Breaks. Going out to Groove Rider. Groove Rider. Fabio, SS, the pioneers of this funky flow. Right then, we're nearly ready to go. I'm getting there. Ugh. How are we all? Let me know who's in the house, who's in the room. Breaks, guitar, strum, hats, Picasso, Casa. Mikasa, su casa. Here we go, yo! Lionel Richie, Elvis Presley, Mike a fraction. Let me see if you can dance like Michael Jackson. Drop another one. Drop another one. Oh yeah, taking you back to the early 90s. 10 in the house. Bosh. Who we got? Let's have it from the top. Jerry, Andrew, Mark, Edward, Lux. It never happened. Love it. Well, where my comments are disappearing. Just listen to I Am What I Am, I'm Old. Yes, Angela, Mark, Angela, Shadow, Lux. Easy now. You like them breaks? I will upload a copy of this if you do like your drum and bass, guitar, strum. I'll put some up and give you the links. I'll put some videos of Magyar driving around Hungary and I'll put this as the accompanying track. Fair deal. Just a catch up, nothing particular, but I'm sure we'll fill an hour, or as long as the batteries hold on the mobile data Wi-Fi cast. The title, it's got there, the devil's commerce in general, I would argue, in my opinion of my late discovery, it's the devil's business, all right, because of the way that we do it, the way that the profits are accumulated, siphoned out of the country landmass and put onto offshore accounts, point blank. There it is. Money, credit, profit, equity, hours, Club of Rome, go home. You get me, fam? So commerce. I found out today. Oh wow, let's just have a break. Yeah, hyper, look into my eyes. I can't do my MCing, I'm not drunk enough. I need raki for that. Man, half a pint of raki, and I'll do some Illuminati rap and down with the crown, yes. A bottle of red wine was on the table, and I noticed a bull on it. If you look at the thumbnail of the video, yeah, so Anna Maria, I showed her this, and I said yesterday I was talking to one of the family members, who shall remain anonymous for reasons of privacy, but he was loving it. I'm telling you now, he can speak, he's learning Angol, as they call English out here, A-N-G-O-L, and I told him about currency, the bull, the leaden buller, the papal bull, the currencies, the papacies, the banks, the rivers, the water, the control, Soros, George Soros, President Victor Orban, that's out here now with the slave law. Man's had it with these lot. I told him it's just the same out here as it is over there. The only difference is you're on a different landmass, thousands of miles apart. The Club of Rome, go home. Equity thieves, we see you. Yeah. And the bull came up. I talked about Taurus, Pisces, Venus, Orion, the stars, constellations, zodiacs. I worked him. I give him a good little a bounce around all the areas. His wife's a teacher and he's learning English, so I gave him a medium amount, and he wants more. So the bull was prevalent in that conversation yesterday. Today, a bottle of wine on the table, bull, as is on the thumbnail, on the wine. I see an advert on some of the media outlays. It's got a bottle of wine on there. I won't say the brand, but the tagline for the advert is brand name, wine from the devil's cellar. And brother Smithy there, how many subscribers you up to? Eye of Creator. I am interested. I'll have a look in a minute. Brother Smithy, Eye of Creator to Tube Fam, references alcohol as drinking from the devil's slipper. Now, both Andy and I am almost 100% teetotal. Occasional splash, special, very special occasion. So we have drunk, but we refuse not to drink anymore. We choose not to drink anymore for our own personal reasons. That's not judging anybody else that wants to drink. Look at how alcohol is made, look at the substances, look at the format, the fermentation, sugars and things. Not natural, doesn't come out the ground, it's processed by man. Warning, things that naturally occur, not so bad. That's how it works. Keep it simple, stupid. Bull. In Magyar, Hungary, the word for red wine is bull, B-U-L-L, Bravo, Uniform, Lima, all right, and then blood, B-L-U-D or B-L-O-O-D. For those that are curious, go on to DuckDuckGo or a non-military owned tracking search platform there and put in red wine in Hungarian, or Magyar, M-A-G-Y-A-R, Magyar, yeah, and you will find it will come up bull blood. Now I said to Anne-Marie, whoa, that's not nice. That's your language has got clues in it, like the English language. So because we're advancing even further than we thought possible, now we're going to go international. We've already gone international with RT News, Richard Werner, and the Michael's interviews that we've got on the homepage of SPL's Pro, and yeah, we're on top of this. Angol is on top of this. We are, I would say now, after seeing and chatting to quite a lot of the realm, England, Britannia, you know, the earth commonly known as United Kingdom, We are leading, we are on point, we ought to feel proud. From what I've seen and what I am seeing, the levels of competence and are low, the cognitive dissonance is massive, the need to rely on outlaid government, you know, pre-prepared, pre-arranged, like the agreements you sign for the money. These things are done for us. And Easter, bull, red wine, drinking, rabbits are coming out now. What the hell has a rabbit got to do with the rebirth of the fictional man there, or the actual real man, Jesus? You know, he's us. It's got nothing to do with rabbits. Look at the commercialisation and what they do, and look at all of the chocolate companies and all of the, you know, Mars, that's a nice interesting name for a chocolates company. Galaxy, that's a nice name for a chocolate bar. These are Angol ones, or, you know, other such things. I'm just being specific here. You can think of any galactic zodiac related. I'm sure there's one called Milky Way out there as well. Yeah, so these things aren't by chance. The bull, the blood, the commercialization, the misleading, the changing of the calendars. We have outreached the government on science, on health, on medicinal therapy, on religion, on mathematics. We and Tube and the Realm are actually more in front than it's quite embarrassing for them. If we was to have an intellectual argument in a common law court there of a high court capacity in an international level on a world stage, I'm sure we would put them to shame on all fronts. So I just wanted to give you an update really, and just say that my mind is racing. It's in every area. The language, the phonics, bull blood for red wine. So vino, Italiano, we use Latin, Italian, Babel, you know, legalese is there, ecclesiastical canons, you know, the languages that we've got now, the reverse speech, Josh coming up with what he's come up with. When we say we're on it, we are on it. The key competence foundational coursework competence is going to escalate now with what we're bringing you after we've initially splashed down. We have got what you're looking for. There was a tune that I wanted to bring out, World Hold On. World Hold On, Bob Sinclair. Please also now feel free to look at World Hold On by Bob Sinclair. To the jungle beats, I don't think I can put the lyrics on, but we'll have a go. Children of the world, hold on. You've got to listen to the message, something from the children of the skies. World, hold on. Yes, I can't do it to the jungle. Got to listen to the message from the children of the skies. The children of the skies, the indigos, the light workers, the crystals, the rainbows, the alpha females. We are all from the skies. If we are made of atoms, molecular structures, and, you know, these toruses that are now going around, and toroidal energies and quantum mechanics, 0 point energy, 369 432. You know, Joseph Goebbels changing it to 440. Everything that we've uncovered and brought, it is absolutely sound. It has been redacted and taken away from us. It has been hidden, and it's just you know, it's put everywhere for us to find. So I am truly dismayed at bull blood, the way that commercialization is done into, you know, commercial intercourse, and the actual relationships that we have there. The interaction is just incredible, you know. Incredible. Rabbits don't represent the rebirth of Jesus, neither do eggs, but they do represent a chicken being born and life and stuff and so forth. But it's just a mockery. It's not the true meaning. Christos, Christ, and the way that the Christ-like consciousness is formed, and the way that we manage ourselves and look at ourselves and interact and speak and chat, it isn't right. None of it's right. It's not natural. It's not proper. 27. Hello there. I'm going to go to the comments once I work out where to put you. And let me tell you now, it's got to be about 5 degrees. It might have been touching 25s today. But, you know, once that Chelsea bun goes in, there's literally nowhere to put you in here. Here we go. If you haven't subscribed to Eye of Creator channel, please put in I and then space OV Creator as one word. We need him up to 1,000 so he can go broadcast live and do these chats like we do. The policies changed there, the off-ices, the policies, the policy, the you know, cooperative codes and rules have changed, so we need him up to 1,000 ASAP. The mood is good in the family. I have touch based with Smithy. I will get in touch with everybody else tomorrow. We had the ceremony and everything yesterday, and I didn't think it right to do anything in the day today, or you know, not be by my queen's side and the family side. This isn't my family, you know, it's foreign to me, to be fair, but look how we take to it, like it's our own, you know, blood. It's been an honour and a privilege to drive the bus around with this extended family in, with my queen and her family. So we do this for anyone, anywhere. We treat you all the same. You know, we have this conceptualization that we're separate gods, separate religion. Well, fuck that shit, all right? We're one tribe. I'm sorry if you're offended by swearing. I'm not going to apologise for that, but there might be a bit more. Enough is on the radio waves and, you know, the classifications. Here's another, where's a statement? Who said this? To judge a society, one must look at its musical output. To gauge a society's intellect, state and condition, well-being and solidarity, things like that. I'll paraphrase in here. One must, what? One must be in the dark. One must, one can look at the society and its musical abilities, its skill, what the content is, what it goes on about. Here's another one for you, same thread. Every day when you are going in the rat race to the job that you hate, for working for the boss that you don't like, you know, counting out minutes, hours, seconds till your break, till the dinner, till your home time, working out how many holiday days you've got, if anybody's made a mistake, if you've gained any extra, you know, things like that, right? When you're on your way to go and do all that in the morning, forcing yourself out of bed as well, you know, make someone else some profit. What do you see everybody wearing? What's everybody got on the transportation there? The transport at Ion. Headphones, blaring out what? Musical content generally, podcasts. Sometimes me, Andy, you are on there. We're lucky enough to be now downloaded as videos, audio extracted. I've been told lorry drivers, travellers, mans in commerce, many in various forms. Extract the audio from this video, put them on, you know, units and listen to them, but that's not anywhere near like even 1% of the millions, billions that are out between our shared continents and land masses. So they've all got headphones on, you know, listen to music, being programmed. Now if all of that content, or 99.9% of that content, 99%, because 1% are listening to audio casts from Tube, let's get the maths right. 99% I listen to Shizen bullshit, Illuminati programming. I want you to ruin my life, yeah, shit like that. I'm perfectly good at being bad. Sex in the air because I like the smell of it. Don't want no fucking shit like that coming out the airways. Youth in the car, taking them to school, travelling, private, public, anywhere. It's not acceptable. Whoever. Back to the classification. We'll re-loop now. Yeah. Think of this chat as a number 8. We go all around everywhere and we just keep looping till I've had enough, alright? So, the classification. Somebody somewhere in some offices has been paid to license that music that came from them people that are in the Illuminati. Let's not forget where that lady came from who sings Bad Girl, Bad, yeah? Sounds like piano. Think of a tropical piano. That's the artist. Yeah, so 12-year-olds, your daughters out there, yeah, your assets out there, off on the way to go and get programmed, indoctrinated, while you're on your way to go and be a slave for the boss that you don't like, forcing yourself to do all this shit, to pay at the end of the month, to be in debt. Yeah? Oh, that's if the economy lasts. But anyway, we move on. You get the picture. We think we're educated. We think we're free. The world is sad. The world is not holding on. The world is in depression. The world is self-medicating. The world is worrying to me, very worrying. And like I said, I would go on a world stage, on a world platform with Smithy and a few selects of these, what we called emissaries. Yeah. Oh, what a tune. Well. The music keeps me happy. The reason for this is because it's one of the first jungle mixes that man did. Sheffield, the Earl of Arundel and Surrey, Queen's Road. Big up After Dark. Big up all of the Sheffield jungle drum and bass. I can't even think of all your names. Well. Ragga. Broken beats. Creativity. A blend, a fusion of music and words and beats and melodies and tempos, and some of you can't even imagine what goes on to create this. I know it's done on laptops and PCs, but the conceptualization of the blend and the new creation of something solid and brilliant and new and vibrant and loving is absolutely... If you've never heard drum and bass UK style before, then you have now. Bomba Ras Clark, Rasta man. Sov stars, Ra stars, you get me? No eggs here. Yeah. I just need the bass. Sorry about the bass, there's no bass. This music has messages in. This is where peace, love and unity come from before Margaret Thatcher and the Criminal Justice Act Bill of around about 1991 came into effect and stopped all the raves in the field. Found a bit of common land, set up a party, got told you couldn't do it. It was illegal. Yeah, it might be illegal, but it's not lawful. You know, we've come a long way. We really have. We can stand off. We're in. Look at that interview on the home pages of SPOspro.com with regards to Benicia's, the great mortgage swindle. I'm not saying it's easy for everybody and we're going to fix all the world's problems, but like the late great brother Jack Fresco, brought to me by brother Matthew in Sheffield, we've got the answers. We've got the technology. Have we got the bottle to get together as one? You know, as a plane, as a realm, as a ball, whatever it is, as a toroidal field, as a disc, as discus with the disc pulls. What else was prevalent and important before I let you go to the comments? We are having a party sovereign gathering this year, yes, before that gets asked. Annual conference. Let me just go and get my drink that's on the roof. I'm not allowed to bring the drink in the car. No. I banned myself from bringing a drink in the car because I know I'll spill it, and it had 35 kilometres on when we got it, so anybody out there that's a bit clumsy, take a leaf out of that book. It'll be alright. I'm sick of saying it'll be alright and then going, oh, sorry. And I am clumsy. I know I am. Comments. I got to 24 of your 7 thumbs. Hello, thank you. Got to shadow, didn't I? Raver Dave. Yes, I am. There's a raver in me. I'm dying to do an old school. You got some land. Now we've got mobile and we've got generators and so forth. And after the success of the first Sovereign Conference in Oxford, we're ready to do it again. We just need space. I'm ready to resign from the tradesmanship now and get on the road. Like I say, 9-seater vans, biggest I can travel in. Get some decals on it. You want to sponsor us, endorse us, you need anything, you want to swap anything, you want to trade. Remember at school when you had top trumps cards and stuff like that? That's what I'm thinking here. You know, I am here, I'm just camera, my hands in front of the camera so I can read your comments. It's not about the video, it's about the content. These bulls are worrying me. The star signs, the star signs are... It's my true sovereign story. My true sovereign story. This my story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I remember the days I used to. This is what goes through sovereign man that studies law. Yeah, we're made up of many things. We're not boring. We're not like you would ever think. We are individual and unique, and that's what makes us, doesn't it, Shadow? Much love to you, brother. Much love to all, but Devil's Juice, yes, Sister Lisa. Weighing your brain in now. Oh, Jerry, you little bad man, you bad sov. I mean that in a nice way. Should never speak like that and be negative and cursive. See how the music is, but bad boy, rude boy. That's sick, man. Oh, Jerry, that's a sick comment. But yeah, thank you. I ate some natural ice cream today. Shadow, congratulations. Are you trying to lose weight? Was it because of a particular reason, or yeah, thank you for the share. What was it? You can share that brand and everything. Tell us where you got it from, because if it's natural and non-poisonous, we should all have a look. Thank you, Angela, Mark, Danos. Get Booja Booja ice. Oh, thank you. There we go, Shadow. Great minds. Bubbly stuff on special occasions. Looks brandy for purely medicinal purposes, and good mead when that's it. You see, all in moderation, and yeah, everything has its uses, and I agree. I'm the same. I can't talk about, but paperwork is downfall. My next step now, yes, well, being dyslexic, hyperactive, indigo, nothing's easy for anybody. When you put the challenge in, yeah, accept it. The challenge is accepted. Then you've got to find a technique. There's always a technique, and there's masters out there. We are Mars stars, Sov stars, Ra stars, yeah, Mother stars. And once the technique is brought to you, or you find the man, the woman, man with that technique, it's just about applying it and learning it. I can personally say many things have overcome me mentally, and then you build yourself up, like panic attacks. When I've had partners with panic attacks, and I've watched them, and I've learnt to mentally. That's how Napoleon Hill and Alan Watts have played a key part in my life, not just because I wanted to try and expand my consciousness, but I looked around for other teachers that could teach me how to help a partner that refused to watch YouTube because it's full of bullshit videos of people getting stoned and speaking crap, you know, the stereotypes that YouTube have, and you know. So she had that, so I went and did it on my own, and I found all this information out, and then I went, whoa, and I even ended up on the passive aggressive and psychological aspects of relationships, and that's my MK Tavistock Ultra, you know, and other such things coming through with the programming, and that's, you know, got me out the TV, to be fair. So it is important. Paperwork, techniques, spelling, language. Listen, at school they had to hold me back a year. I don't mind telling you. I had to do assessments and things like that. I had a turbulent upbringing, council estate, one parent family, eldest sibling of 4. You know, and life's been a ucking challenge. It's never been. If I, you know, brought a story out. Not that I want to, but if it just because we're here, it would make 8 Mile look like In the Night Garden meets Teletubbies meets Play Bus. Do you know what I mean? It's just your own perspective. There were ones out there that are in war-torn lands that have got such a horrible life. We have to be grateful for even, you know, the lives that we've had, even if we, by our standards, we're not happy with them. On the grand scheme of things, we are lucky, as you know, we are quite well off. We might not have our rights, but this servitude, voluntary servitude, and you know, deceptive Club of Rome, go home, equity thieves, legal ease, twisted, you know, moved round in so many ways and shifted and fragmented. No, it's not our fault. It's not the way, you know. You've not done it on purpose. Like when there's a torrent of information out there, and one chooses to be ignorant and not go on and, like I say, look at YouTube and other sources, then you see how the system is then considering those fair game for all, because you didn't use your free will. The techniques are there, and we will help you apply them. We have learned quite a lot. Confidence is a key factor in a world of fear. Take it from me. You may think, oh, Dave this and Dave that, but you know, even presenting music, DJing, when you're mixing, especially on 1210s in a nightclub that's playing bassy jungle music, because needles jump, yo, woolly socks appear. You can't see much and you're drinking. So to go out there and try and get a name, Biggie set up, mistakes were made, let me tell you. CDs jumped, let me tell you. Records jumped. Man had tracks run out, everything, you know, it happens. It's not about that perfect image, you know, and this, that, the other that we've got, and all of these, you know, preconceptualizations. Yeah, shadow wavelengths, general perception, deception, Lisa, yes. Coconut milk and dates. Albert, hello there. FPV, hello. Aye, aye. Peace and love to one and all. It never happened. Thank you for the links, F. Anyone that hasn't checked F's channel out, his work and the family's work that he's got going over there, I suggest you do. I don't think I've watched it yet, F. I may have started it, but we'll get there. Thank you for that, brother. Peter. What? WL. Ancient souls. We are indeed recycled ancient souls. Let it shine on the moon, the stars. Let it shine on the moon, the stars and the sun. Shine on. I remember Shine On. Oh, aye. P9. Hello, sister. Is either star or other stars in the sky? My any pick name. I don't even know how you say that. Ah, the boat people have arrived. FPV and P. Excuse me. He did like that though when I said about the ships and sailors and boat people and introducing English language and the codes within it. Tom, hello. Funkstar, hello. Check your messages on the .com. Funkstar, I do believe we replied. We all know a Dave. What we don't. We all know a Dave. We don't all know a Dave like this though. Oh, Ben, bless you. I don't know a Ben like you. Respect. One love. Me mate Dave, Ali G. The channel Dave. Yeah. Dave and Goliath. King David. David Bowie. Lot of names with David, and David seems a strong name. It's a popular name. John. A lot of Johns. A lot of Mohammeds. Yes, I know there are, but yes, when you have a name and it gets put about a bit and it's quite, you know, here and there, then interesting. Does man fill a name, or does the name fill the man? Or you know, wow, interesting point of thought there. Like pets and owners, do they look alike? That kind of mentality, is it just in your head or is it real? My mate Dave, everyone has got a mate Dave, yeah. John, who's got a mate Mohammed. Ali's very you know, so no, you couldn't, but you could. You know, I'll put it to you, right? When I was little, I used to look, because when you're little, you don't have no strength, you don't have no weapons, you don't have no defence. You have to be clever when you're in aggressive environments or hostile environments, council estates, X, Y, and Z, London, stabbings. You get me? So I used to look at people, and I'd judge them if they were good or bad. Simple. Alright, gonna be fine, or stay away from them. They look a bit psychotic, drunk, angry. You probably did the same. So as a defence mechanism, you are to judge, but you are to judge for defence, not for condemnation. When you judge and you look, you get used to knowing if you're right or not, and then you carry that forward as an adult. And it's always been really good for me. But then I started judging on intelligence and not just aggression, but, oh, this guy looks a bit, you know, because you're going for an interview and you want to know how to hold yourself. So you try to read body language. You look at the eyes. You listen to the tone of the voice. And there's all these other mad things that you can pick up on that if you're not trained about, you'd miss. But they are key. And someone folding their arms while they're asking you questions and interviewing you, It means they're not listening. It means they've closed off their mind. So folded arms, looking up and left, looking forward and looking up and right and looking down when answering a question all denote things. Yes, GCHQ, MI5, NSA, all of you others out there. It's not, anything to be, it's a criminal thing to know. It's just what others do to judge. But like I say, with the government and the sciences and everything else out there, why don't we share stuff? Why is it, kept from us, redacted? Oh, you can't handle the truth. Aliens, invasions, Anunnaki, Nephilim. Well, I say for me and all the sovereigns that I know, all the scribes on this channel, we are dying to get the full disclosure on everything, absolutely everything, what we've talked about on this channel, on all of the scribes here's channels and more. So the fact that we can't get that, wrong. The way that the currency is being played with, backstop, Brexit, treason, dismay, Jeremy, get yourself in a coffin, the army putting up pictures of Jeremy Corbyn, using him for target practice. Fucking hilarious. Well done. Well done. Gangsters, But they should be doing it to all politicians, army. If you're in the army, you're in any of the services. It's not just Jeremy Corbyn that needs a little bit of a target practice. We all ought to get them in our targets and say, we'd like to address them formally. Hold them to account. No violence. We're peaceful, loving, self-governing sovereigns. Unfortunately for the system, the resistance is loving. It will kill you with the love. We'll put you on an island. We'll give you all the drugs that you want. And that's it. We'll never see you again. There'll be no death. But there will be a new order. There will be a new world order. And as Reagan, Bush, Kennedy, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, John Lennon, all of the artists, Independent, Loki, Immortal Technique, English Frank, K Reno, Akala for what it's worth. It was in the beginning, but let me think now. Let's go to Lords. Wow. Sirs, Sir Godfrey Bloom. Yes, the ones out there that are speaking up, but not enough. Not by far enough, and the corruption is the Club of Rome. I'm sorry, but that's how we see this. So we have the ideas. We're looking for the land, the assets, the management, the sponsorship, the joining up. And we're doing it with love, with intelligence, under God, under the Creator. That's the thing you're asking me about, to explain God, Lord, and Creator, little G's. I can't explain it. It's down to your interpretation, because I haven't got solid foundational evidence of Elohim, Elohim Ra, Amen Ra. We've just done a lot of research and know that it's not right, and we need to now get back together, dissolve this shizen, sinful crap that we're in, and then install others, use others as you see fit, as we decide. It won't be easy, it won't be fast, but England, Angle, we are strong, we are leading, you see, we are cutting edge. I know why now international scribes are so interested, and we accept that the whole world is behind, and we're behind on at least 50 major subjects that are all crucial to man. So 50, that's a conservative 50, because each of the main 10 will have divisions of parts of that we've found fragmented, that we've rejoined. So interesting. Bulls and blood, and Easter and eggs, and Jesus and rebirth, and money and contracts, and man and God, and commercialization and intercourse, and nobody's happy. Everybody's sad. I was sat on a bus today with our Queen and a mum after we dropped off the 9-seater Fiat from hell, and I looked around and I says, why is everybody like this? 5 people falling asleep. This is at 4:15, 4:45. Everybody looked sad. Nobody was talking. And then when we got to the village where we was getting off. The 15 of them got off at one bus stop, but none of them 15 had a chat with each other on the bus. And Anne-Marie says, oh, that's because of the work, the money, you know, they've got less money over here than we have in England, and, you know, life is hard and long. And I'm like, oh my days, oh my days. And this is somewhere which has got commerce, you know, like I keep mentioning Palestine. I'm going to get my ass to Palestine one day. If anybody can help me do that, well, Anne-Marie's not going to be happy, but I want to go and English, Palestinian contact, you know, international treaties, declarations. We've got Kev and myself trying to get hold of both Michaels to get them on a hangout if and when possible, if feasible. Monetary Mechanics special. I've got Josh lined up to have some presentations with myself when I get back. We've got lots in the pipeline. 2 ladies to bring to you. Alpha female, Sister J. I'm sure she's known Mia, and one lady called Kush, who may be on here as a screen named Kieran. But all is well, all is excellent. So there is now 5 plus 2 ladies, making 7. I like that number. This week I will focus on priority jobs only. I'm still going to relax and take my time, focus on looking after the Queen. But we're on it, yes, thank you all. We're not saying we're the best. What we're saying is we're the most capable and the most articulated, and the English language has helped out tremendously. But as I'm seeing out here with the red wine, then bull blood, bull meaning wine and blood meaning red. You see, it's just wow. These things are put here to remind us, and spells, spelling, spell casting, witches, witchcraft, ships, commerce, sex. You know, in the air, just because you like the smell of it, and being perfectly good at being bad, and you know, ruining one's lives is not our way. We don't care for that. And when you create assetry, you know, value out of paper that's printed by the 5 banks in London and the global elitist families that we've mentioned numerous times, and we give this system credit, and our own governments could create the same and knock them central banks out and have the other way. We recognise that, we hear that. If we're all classified as bankers and we're all international bankers, then let's get a self-governing international private bank up and running, and let's interface as international bankers and use the bills of exchange and all of the credits and currencies and all of the stuff that we bring to you, and let's get our arses into gear and invest. And if we've invested like we have done now, casually, whilst, looking into law, what could we do if we do it into economy and money, you know, and communities, community chests, you know, and the possibilities there are endless. The energy, the hydrogen, the solar power. You know, if I lived out here in the hot country, I'd sleep in the day and let all the solar panels build up, yeah. I'd like a sovereign solar farm. If anybody would like to invest and sponsor and invest in land and assets and management, why don't we build a solar farm? Why don't we get banks and batteries and supply power our own sovereign, self-governing private, doesn't have to be sovereign, but the point is private and self-governing. Those are the key words there, yeah? Get into private, be self-governing. And we have solar banks, we have energy, we have hydrogen, we have gas, we have organic, we have wholesome. We go back to the old ways, the old school there was mentioned, yeah? And the old ways. So, indeed, I agree. We should do that. And we have the capabilities. It's within our rights. It's within, much like the discharging of debts, that's within your rights. It's within your capability, your status and your capacity. And it's just a joke that nobody knows about this, and we've got these bloody licensing, you know, and going around thinking with that and claiming it, and they're just having such a, they've had enough, you know, they've claimed enough estates as we've brought out when the man dies, the estate and entity are left and unclaimed. So if they're left and unclaimed, that means what? It means that the government gets them because you've died in the capacity of public. When the soldiers die, I'm sorry for talking about somber things, but I've been around the you know, the ceremony of a family member passing late, and I've seen the reactions on the family's faces and how they feel and what's gone off since it initially happened late last year. So it was the ashes that, for those that are wondering, oh, that's a long time, that was, present and put to rest. So life, interesting, short. But there is possibilities. We could easily manage this. There is a lot of land in there. No matter what landmass you're on, I assure you there will be a lot of land where you are that is accessible. I've mentioned before the types of land like leasehold, common hold, freehold, and there are more as well, but leasehold and freehold, that's your commercial aspect. Common hold, that's your Anglo. This is only for England, Anglo, Earth, yeah. Common hold, you can employ it anywhere in the realm, but I'm only aware of how to formally offices, principals, you see, trustees, executives and so forth of this landmass and this particular division of the Club of Rome. Your landmass and the division of the Club of Rome and the foreign relations, affairs, community, investment, policy, war, commerce, education and so forth is foreign to me. But I'm willing to work with you, and we're willing to work with you. It's not hard to trace it back and to work it out. But yeah, I'd like to spearhead that. If you're a business entrepreneur, there's a guy out there. Let me think. I think it's called Stage 1 and Stage 2 Research. He's got loads of scientists that he's invited over, and he pays them well. He's invested. I think he made the 5-minute energy drink, and he might be of a darker skinned brother. He's made some videos out there, not billions and change, or will work for free, but the 5-minute energy drink, man. Stage 1 something, stage something research, and he's got these scientists there, and he's given money, and he just says, whatever you want to do, make it. He says, but what you've got to do is make the thing that you want to make that. So if you want to make X, you can, and you can't go out and buy it. You're gonna have to make X in here, and if you need parts to make X, you're gonna have to make them parts that make that part to make X. I'm like, you what? And he makes stuff, and he probably markets it. He does it for the good of the realm, of the society, of the community, of the environment. As Professor Richard Werner explains, when you have commerce and banks running things, then the environment suffers badly because they purge and eat and destroy and accumulate and perpetuate, because that's the only way it can go. It's very, very bad. It can only lead to one thing: death, destruction, and higher taxes. So this guy, probably the 5-minute energy drink man millionaire, and his projects there, that's what we need to do. I'd reach, I know we're not very professional and we're quite amateur, and we mean well, but we have to get this into the next gear. These Key Competence Foundation, masters, sovereign masters workshop there, the guild that we've put out, should promote and let others know that we mean what we say, we do what we say. We're made look a bit rough and tough, and we're not quite, hello and prim and proper and everybody, and I've got all this, and white Benzes and black Benzes, and oh yes, and lands and management and assets, and oh, I speak very posh. Yes, that's because I went to a really, really, really expensive school, and yeah, so I'm quite lucky there. We're just who we are. You take us on face value, we take you on face value. The ultimate there is the trust, not the sound of the voice, not the way you look, not the designer brands on the adorning the man, not the music that you listen to, not the lyrics. Let me turn up the mic a fraction, let me see if you can dance like Michael Jackson. We do like stuff like that though. It's meaningless. Just composure, rhythm. Illuminati freestyle rappers are a particular interest of mine, and the music is a key. So if we are reloop, remember the number 8, we're going back round again at the we're on the swing back. If we are all going around zombified, dreading what we're doing and programming ourselves like you are learning passively through the interaction of these videos and chats, if we are going to program ourselves and listen to this shizen and carry on like that, then why don't we start doing it with things, that are going to be beneficial to us? You see, it's just a matter of changing a little bit at a time. And those of you that reach out and get the kickback, all right, standard, all right, that's the system. And many of them that are asleep are actually empowering the system to carry on. There's quite a mad few paradoxes that we could look at about how this is allowed to continue, does continue, and what our part to play is, and where our part is, and where we get this remedy, cure and maintenance, equitable relief going forward under the Creator, and as creators ourselves, but not to insult the big Creator, no, but in that realm of creation, creditor, in the image of. So there's lots to think about, isn't there? My mind is a busy place, and you see why I couldn't sleep when the rest of the fam have gone to sleep. I did have a little siesta, to be fair, which was beautiful. Yeah, we have good options and possibilities. So if nothing transpires and comes of it, we have clean hands, and we've put it out there, we shared it, we was honourable, and we offered it. Seek and ye shall find. I've put a challenge out to the universe. I've asked the thought potentiality consciousness, and when you are an indigo or a light worker or whatever you will classify yourselves as, and you are in touch with the divine consciousness matrix, Lord God, however, each has a perspective and an opinion. I can't tell you what you think, you can't tell me what I think, but we can get together and tell each other what we see and believe, and then see what the commonalities are. Yeah, imagine that. Oh wow. And yeah, when you get into that, you start affecting things on a quantum molecular level. Your energies, your chi energy, your body energy, your vitality, your mantra, your general, just everything. And over time, you will have changed, and you will have we call it growing up. We go from being a child, and sometimes even as a manager in a warehouse, yes, by my seniors and whatever, executives that come down a level 2 and a level 1, yeah, they look at me as if I'm some kind of young youth that is abusing his position of power. I'm like, no, I'm a 39, 38, whatever I was at the time, 35, mature dad of 2 that knows how to manage a team effectively and safely, and I refuse to be a sycophant, suck arse, yes, no man. And so for that, I got shunned. But I had energy, I had vitality, I had a certain way about myself which was nasty to the upper management. I was like Mr. Teflon. I had slopey shoulders, no shit stuck to me. I tell you now, I was already setting up my managers for a fall, for mismanaging and poor management, lack of everything there, you know what I mean? They're lucky I didn't put no claims in, I just wanted to walk away. Anybody that knows where I used to work in that management, give me a hell yeah. You know that pain. We can't speak about it for liability, but yeah, we have this energy, and the upper chain, the echelons of management. You've got to conform into that environment and be that robotic, soulless entity that just wants the dollar, the paper, the reward, and you will kiss that bum. We used to call them toenails. He's so far up man's rectum that all you could see was the toenails protruding from the rectum, and they didn't know what toenail meant, but we did. All the good ones, like, no, another toenail. What do you mean toenail? Oh, you'll work it out one day. Well, we'll be left by then. So drifted on a tangent there, but you see, programming and what we do and where we go and whom we involve ourselves with and what sacrifices we make. And I refused all my life because I'm a little shit. That's why I'm a little shit that gets in places, gets stuck on, I stick to you like shit sticks to a blanket, Rome. You know what I mean? You're not getting me off you now. You can, but we know what ways they are, and there are measures in place for that as well. And we're moving on, but, it's just truly, remarkable, incredible, unfathomable, indecipherable. Dare tell me that we've done crimes and done wrongs and offended. Well, I'm sorry, but you lot and history and the conceptualization of this lie that you've brought upon us through the constructed, unconscionable, disgusting, secondary, not even secondary, inhumane, demonic, satanic, bulla, leaden bulla, papil, blood, bull blood. It just says it all. That's just the realm. No, we're not having it no more. New language, new systems, new style, new consciousness, new format, new you, self-esteem. Where's your self-esteem at? Got any? Yes, things that we talk about and randomly just off the cuff. I know it's all fractional artists and not very structured on these random updates, but I'm just having me to you time and letting, if anything in this picks up, in this figure of eight crazy Easter, devil's commerce, perpetual nastiness on you and your feelings and your life and your assets and your profits and your money and your time and your blood and your sweat and your tears. Notice the commonality there. What was the word? Your. Yes, us, we, I. Yeah. That's enough. I've said it. I've said my piece. I've travelled the realm. Italy, yes, many places. Greece, many places. Hungary, Bosnia, Sarajevo. Where we got there, the other two was just went through them, but I saw a good 20 to 30 continents. If you also have travelled continents, how many are happy? How many are vibrant, sovereign, happy, secure, good foreign war policy, meaning they've got no nuclear submarines, no armies, no nations of fear there. They're just actually, kicking ass, leading the way. Supreme. Have we got one continent, one nation, one landmass anywhere that could be an exemplary, example for how we should move forward? Sovereign nations to trade with certified birth certificates, with an international merchant banker. I hear you say, we've looked at them and we're continuing to look at them for backup clauses if the Club of Rome doesn't want to go home and won't let us interface with the system as much they have been doing over the last 200 and so years, since the 1882 BOE and such other instruments and ways of transferring conveyance of credit and discharge and charges. So we will jump on this bandwagon and we will take you with us. We will all go for a ride, and if we can't, then we have other ways as well, but we won't bring to you that to you right now. It's not necessary. So yeah, nowhere's happy, nowhere's safe. Everyone feels like crap. Everyone feels like a slave. The only ones that aren't are the ones that are making the rules, installing the rules. Even you officers out there, soldiers, yeah, we love you. We don't want to fight you, get you, come up in arms with you. You are us. We are you. You are our family. You're not the system. You're not the elite. Lower ranking Masons. You're just cannon fodder, pal, brother. All right, secret brotherhood. Welcome to our private brotherhood. There's a big difference. We ain't got no secrets here. The secrets and power, supreme power leads to supreme corruption. Simple as. We can't have no power. I don't want to lead. Andy doesn't want to lead. Nobody wants no position of power here. Nobody wants to own a bank account with billions in. We all share it. We all have a pot. We all have access. Do you see again the commonalities? This system: divide, conquer, chip, pin, lock off, sanction, isolation. What? Yes, custodial sentence. Send him to what? For what? For administrative error of an office that you didn't even tell me I was in. The game is up on all fronts, okay? This is it. The game. Angol has won it. England, Britannia, the Commonwealth. QE2 is sinking for the second time. The so-called Commonwealth has claimed its freedoms, liberties, and to some extent, on a tiny amount, rights, dare I say, and the profits are sinking. They've devised this order, this New World Order, and it's in play and it's in fashion. We are here by some freak accident. I didn't plan this, Andy didn't plan this, it wasn't written, we didn't intend to do it, and we're here and we're doing well. You're doing well. We're leading on a realm worldwide basis. We're asking for help. We're having an update and a chat. It's a bit scary, to be fair. I don't think there is much time left, and they are shifting shit through faster than you can say. Brexit. I'm sorry for that. We've got some light on. Come on. And I'll go to comments, and I think we'll call it a day. Got a bit giddy, haven't I? But for a good reason. There we go. For a good reason. It's important. I've got passion. Sorry if I went on fast and you can't understand me. You need to translate. I understand that we don't always have English Britannia viewers, and we have ones from far away, which I'm very, very grateful and lucky to have. All I'm saying is, when I get in the zone, there's no way I'm peeling that orange. I forget where I am. Funkstar got to you, I believe. P9. How many scribes does one of Eye of Creator have now? It was about 720-ish, something the other day, so we'll get him up to where we need to get him. Can't concentrate. This is one serious set you have on Love Jungle. I'll upload it. It will be uploaded to some videos of me travelling around here. Alright, thank you. 7:05, get in then. I need to take back control of this earth. Yes, Funkstar, we're ready, we're able, we're willing, we're non-violent, we don't have weapons, but we do send sentences into courtrooms and offices like we're the fucking soldiers. Let me tell you now, when our words fly, when these notices land, wow, A4 military bit of paper, you know, it's just, the game is rigged in so many ways. Ink significance, black ink, you know, writing in red, signing in blue. Wow, writing in red, signing in blue, whichever way. Don't quote me on anything. I'm tired, it's late, I'm just randomising. You need to check ink significance, of which there would be a document and somewhere in the forums for your claim of right on the .com. But black ink and so forth, and yeah, it's we're taking back control, but not using their rules, you see, because ultimately we have God, we have the Creator, we have this thing that we're interacting with that's helping us get to you, you get to us, link up, hold stuff. It's not happening that fast, but I daren't pray or ask or inwardly to outwardly, and you know, the torrent come. We did put 10,000 on the .com to be modest, but yeah, we are taking back, and we're doing it in a special way. And when it's meant to happen, it will happen, and it will be non-violent. That is the key. That is the ultimate. Peaceful disobedience in some ways, but we're using law, so it's not disobedient if you have a lawful excuse. Now, we're not saying Magna Carta Article 61. As you can see, we've come quite a significant milestone from that beautiful, you know, inscribed document of trust. As we explained with that, the reasons for, and the papal bull annulling, search papal bull annulling Magna Carta. Interesting conceptualization from the Catholic place, but Funkstar, as you know, and as you can see, we need to take back. Man is the right word, whoa man, and it's happening. It is. With information like this, there's certain things the system cannot defend against, and these are them. Hello from Bradford, lads. Who was that? Stefan. Nice one. Thank you. 7:11. Bosh, gone up. Nice one, Tom. But hopefully by the end of this, we might have about 7:20 then. Ben. Never been in control of Earth. We all need Earth. It doesn't need us. Yeah, we're like a bacteria, aren't we, on the Earth, to be fair. It's like a little bacterial infection that we've caused, and it will deal with us if we don't harness the energy, the solar, the magnetic, the copper, the quantum. It's absolutely disgusting what I, Josh, Andy, Kevin, and you yourselves could actually do. If we all got together with something like £500,000 and spent 2 weeks, can you imagine the shit we get up to? And I'm not being just technology. Can you imagine what we would do if we actually got into some powers of UK government administration? Some might say we'd go Clarkson on their arses and get them out, and I, Andy, you and a few others could install a steering wheel temporary transitional committee. Yes, never mind the next new party, we're independent, or the such and such, or the such and such. They're all liars, they're all thieves, and they all work for the fucking Club of Rome. Now, when will man learn that? That's what man needs to learn. We will do it, and we will transition. We will get rid of the private bankers. We will shut down the London city. We will crash the fucking markets. We will take away their crack cocaine, because we will be all right for a day, all right? And we will get them out. We will crash everything. It will all stop. Then G-Star and his so-called, he doesn't know this yet, I'm actually volunteering him live and direct. G-Star and the crypto kids will enter, that we find from videos such as this, and we will have the division and the assembly and the council and the management and the emissaries and everybody set up, and we'll just do a national broadcast and say, this is what's happening. If you want to be a part of it, this is where you go. Let us know. Build everything up. But for the time being, yeah, we've got to look at our strengths and our possibilities, our capabilities, not just wars, all right, and death, because we've seen enough of that, and we're not having that. We're not being responsible for that. these controllers, you know, I found an article about Pope Francis being telling Donald Trump not to have a war on the Anunnaki. Go search for Francis tells Trump not to stop the war on the Anunnaki. What's that about? Absolutely insane. Wars upon wars upon wars upon financial wars, on economic terrorists, on mental wars, on your science wars, on your body wars, silent wars for soft kill, yes, Shadow. And then some, says Funkstar. Music is my first love. Mine too. Well, one of mine, yeah, it will always be my last. All right, Ben. So you must have a nice collection. I'd be interested to see and hear, and maybe have a mix if you've got some beat matching skills. Peace, love, and unity was the saying in the raving days back in the day. I would like your music room, indeed. Bradford, England, more moss than social housing. I'm only messing, brother. This is it. We are liberal. We allow. We're quite welcoming. You know, Windrush, except when it comes to stuff like that, and the government tries to kick them out again. You know what I mean? Oh, we lost the paperwork. A bit like the moon landing. We lost it. A bit like the trillions at the Pentagon. We lost it. Piss off. Lost it. All right, of course you did. We believe you. And it was deleted and taken by the elite controlling masters of the Illuminati Masonic Jesuit control. Shh! AKA the Club of Rome. Well, looks like it's squashed into a glass bowl tonight. Bradford has its own pound, does it not, Ben? I don't know. Oh, yes, but I know what you're on about. These musics remind me of my raving days warehouse, forest raves with like-minded souls all gathering for the beautiful beats. Yes, they were. Them DJs were skilled. They were some skilled DJs, MCs, microphone controllers, lyrical assassins. Good. What were a united colour, one colour under one roof. Anyone wanna put some even? How's that? 2.88 mile. You mushroom, bad mushroom. You bad mushroom. Albert is not the pony, it's the ruby. Oi, boys, be careful. It's all good having a joke and that, but we're all one family. We all bleed red blood. We were all created by one creator, or we was created by the same kind of a source, whether that be Enki or Enoch or God, Jehovah, Anunnaki, Nephilim, the ones with the watches that are in the inscriptions, you know, the watchers. The ones with the star and the thingy symbol on the Anunnaki inscriptions on the wall, and they've got the bag, the handbaggy thing in the watch, then, you know, we all come from genetic codes and so forth. So, yes, I won't allow or tolerate you know, these comments because, yeah, jokes are jokes, but just remember we are family and we are united together under one sky. That's all I'll leave it as. April 21st is first day into Taurus, is it now? Interesting. That's not far away then. Sunday. Yes, the 12. 12 is an excellent number. 12 inches, 12 months, 12 disc ipples, 12, you know, many things. Zodiacs. My lungs eat smoke from joint was nice. John, easy, brother. Together indeed. I love your openness and your honesty. 26 scribes of this Wednesday night, is it? Tuesday night? Wednesday morning. The ones seem as misfits because we question and don't conform. They put us down. Yeah, that's it. Dyslexic, misfits, autistic, on the spectrum of unconformists. Agreed, F, about religion. Education system is a joke. Nice one. It. Youngest of 12. Jerry, wow. First up, best dressed, cardboard in shoe. Happy as a pig. Oh, wow. One love. Amazing. Thank you, F. Got my money back from DWP. Boom. Though don't like it. Up. No, they don't, Barnes. Hey, all my days. Happy news. I was going to be calling you tomorrow. You know what's happening, so I know you're up to speed with that. So my apologies for the sporadicness, but I'm ecstatic to hear that. So it's come back and has got some payment, and it's not, you know, payment. There's a word, isn't it? Pay what? Mente, mind. Pay the mind. Is said boom is showing signs of what? Gratitude, happiness. There, you see what the system does to you when you submit and you beg and you ask. You get put through the shit. Not to have a go at you, Michael. Others are in the family in the same. I've been there myself. So when we pay these taxes, you know, our face getting locked up because you're a criminal offender, you know, and you ask for your taxes back, you have to jump through fucking hoops and tell them to this, that, the other, when you rightfully, honourably due that money, D-U-E, not J-E-W, for ones that just because of that comparison there, and of the due in the, I forget what it said. So yeah, in education. So interesting. Jew Peter, while we're on Jew and Ed, and we're not being anti-Semitic in any way, we're just mentioning the word Jew, okay? Not saying anything bad about them, having a go, but Jew Peter, Venus, Mars, Milky Way, certain things, phonics, interesting, isn't it? Jew Peter. I am Saint Michael. Yes, you are, Michael. We are all evidences of, containing the essence of. You're all saints and angels and sov stars. Speaking of angels and saints and sov stars, we have the atomic Shivite Jagannath. Easy, brother. Peace and love. Big up all in the chat. Thank you. One love. Nice one. I've missed you all, to be fair. It has been a while. Research Tataria. That's another. Yeah, you can do that, Phil Wall. Thank you, but that's just too much. Come out of nowhere. Just a distraction again. But interesting, though. Nevertheless, interesting. You never know who's looking through your eyes. You may think you're the only person. Well, yeah, nice one, John. Get you on that. Does anyone know the true story of the fire of Notre Dame yet? No, not well put. It was a cigarette from the builder. Good evening. Yeah, blooming hippies, ZX, Sonic. Good evening, I presume, maybe sister, I don't know. Presuming there, if you're a brother, hello. There's a lot of comments. I'm happy. No bar steward's going to drag me down to be constantly joyful when the world's turning to crap. You is the only state of being, that's it. What's the good news? Jesus is coming back any day now. Yes, Jesus Christ lies consciousness, and you're saying that he's coming back now. Where? Is there a date, a time and a place, please, ZX? I'd be interested to know. Is it getting cast live? Is it going to be on Netflix? Is it going to be on Amazon Prime? Other such media programming zombie platforms are available for you to sit there and pay for them to program you and tell me that your saturation arrives at 30 minutes and you can't take any more. What? But I'll take 3 hours, 2 hours of this and I'll pay for it and I'll get programmed, please. Ooh, can I? Let me. Ooh, let me. Cable as well. Oh, I'll pay for cable and I'll get programmed by that. I don't listen to Dave for an hour. It's too much. ZX, I'm waiting for the also there's a brand new ZX Spectrum to be released. Oh, that's interesting. Let's watch ZX on the comments there. Blue Man team. Shadow, where's your spanner gone? Have you lost it? You was a blue man. Thank you, Lisa. Spectrum computer monitor. Oh, you actually are being serious. Open source. I get what you're saying. All right, because I'm not always. I accept it, but I don't believe it. I'm starting to believe a little bit. ZX, thank you. The 8-bit days were good fun. Emulations, yes, they were. They were good fun. Good fun. Programmable and controllable man. You are in a room. It is playing music, a bit like a DJ in his nightclub music, and you're going round in that room and you're being forced to eat things that you don't want. Occasionally, you eat one of these things that you don't want, and it makes you feel a bit funny, and all your world turns upside down, back to front, and inside out. And these things that have been hounding and harassing you all fucking night night and day. Suddenly, you just feel like you've had enough, and you turn around and go, look at me, I'm glowing. I've changed. I've reached a higher consciousness. And Pac-Man, the programmable and controllable man, suddenly turns round and goes, I'm having you. And he gets to funky beats there, and he goes, hom, 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 hom. He gets faster, he gets stronger, he gets bigger, and he eats them that have been chasing him around that room all that time. And he's like, yes, I am buzzing. And then suddenly he sees them cherries. He doesn't know why they're so special, but he does like the twin cherries. And suddenly it wears off, and the cold, stark, harsh reality comes back, and there's more ghosts there. The papers, please, is wanted, and so he decides to exit. He exits on the east side, and he comes out on the west, and back in the room. He's back in room. I'm like, hang on a minute, I've just exited this realm and I've come back in. What's this, some kind of funky ass double A infinity loop here? I believe so. All right, then I'll go up the south then. He goes out the south door, pops through the north roof, gets dropped back in room, back in room. What do you mean back in room? Oh, these guys are still here as well. I don't want to be here. I'm forced to eat these things. And I'm doing as this program's parameters allow me to. There is no way out. There is no escape, no back door. The only good thing is occasionally, if I'm lucky, I find one of these little glowy things when I eat these special power pills to this funky DJ's music, which is repetitive beats, to be fair, back to the 1991's repetitive beats act. Well, what the fuck are you doing putting repetitive programmable beats into children's computer games and not allowing them to go out in the field and dance to it? But it's all right to play a game for 8 hours a day on Christmas Day with dun 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 bum bum da 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 bum bum, or such things as doon da da doon da da doon da doon da doon da doon 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 da doon da doon da da doon da doon da doon da doon 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 boom bum bum, to a secret frequency harmonic resonance in a tone to make you zoned, zombie, programmable. Then the graphics got better and it got faster, and the chips and the processors, and what did they do? They started putting adverts in, sex and certain things, and killing, and oh wow, prostitution, simulation, just went absolutely ape. It went from, yes, brothers and sisters, we've seen a lot. We are privileged. We've gone from the dark to the light. Now we're bringing the light to the others with the instrumentation that's being used to program us. We are now turning it around. So again, I've gone on a sidetrack, but thank you. I think you'll agree and understand. And also 8-bit games and programmable, yes, in your brain. I do believe there was some mistakes in there, but I was pretty close to say how long it's been. Alex Kidd and Tetris, for ones that was wondering. I was going to go for Mario and stuff that's too simple and easy and knowledgeable. Evolve, evil, yes, Jerry. Nice one, John. Nissan, I get that. Well, I have free RTI Skyliner. John, what's that, Lisa? Never confuse education with intellect. Yes, never confuse education. Tesla's, mate. Never let school get in the way of your education. What was his name? Schooling. Somebody Twain, by any chance? Come on, I'm very good with you, aren't I? Mark Twain. No difference of getting along bang substance, that's right. You are the creditor. Signing it, that's right, and your signature. So why is it no different? Because the equitable asset there, not the instrument, would be the signature. Apply the signature, the payment is granted, whether it be public commerce bank loan or public general. Public, you've been to the general registry office and your mum and dad registered you as a general public, general in the army, general register's office. Hello, I'm a general registry office, I register generals. Hello, we're parents, we've got a little boy here or girl, and our son and daughter would like to register them as a general for the general public to go into the army. That's where we are. We're in the army. Oh. Lord, there's a lot of comments. I hope the batteries last. If it suddenly cuts off, the batteries have gone. Shadow Dynamics is going to have high court bios knock on his doors. What's going on? What have I missed there? James, what's this? Basta mates. We can name Blue John or somebody Jerry. Can we? Yeah, because I'm behind. You'll have to look at Basta mates, and I hope you're removing that name. That's straight away dodge. Let me scroll down. I apologise if I've missed anything that needs removing. Barnes, you need Michael. Sorry, it's just habit of the way we speak. You need to get yourself in the blue, man. Oh, you are. Keep watching. If you don't know what to do, I'll appoint a few more. Andrew, nice to see you. Easy now. Hi, brother. You can have a blue man group too. You're well trusted, and we'll get the. I don't see any more comments there. Sorry for being slow. We will get them as the scribes go up and the knowledge gets out, and more come along. This is unfortunately what happens when you promote and you do stuff. Can you say that all again? No, I can't, to be fair, Mike, but rewind. I was on the phone, Damon. Thanks, guys. ESA being stated. They lied badly. Cheery picked words I had used, but unfortunately... Oh, yeah, they picked out certain bits of words that you gave them. Yeah, and then they used what they wanted, but didn't use all of what you gave them, yeah. Told them, informed them, made them aware of. I'm not informing on myself, I'm simply making you aware of the current situation at hand. I had used, but unfortunately for them, I am wise and knew what I had said. Yes, so I hold them to due process, and you had evidence of your claim. That's why we record stuff. Get witnesses. Never do anything on your own. The system is not honourable. Yeah, we'll leave James Gore. Who's that then, James? Do you not recognise that name? We'll speak privately. Don't comment. Andrew, I've been hearing good things about you, my man. Kush, hijack. Kush as well. Easy, sister. Mobius, madness. Yes, I. Seriously, a brand new Spectrum next. It's real and it's not emulation. Real hardware running on FPGA, even as a Raspberry Pi as a slave accelerator Volt computer. I've got all the emulators anyway for them, but you're about to go into the quantum realm, to be fair, and the Google military organisation are going to be bringing out the quantum computing when the quantum bit processing gets up to. So as lovely as that is, I'm not putting you down or anything. I'm more interested in who can tell me what month in 2019 Google's military online super quantum bit computer is going to come on to purge with the 5G, which is going to make everybody else on Android, Raspberry Pi, ZX, Neo Geo, SNK, Xbox, PlayStation, Apple Mac, Windows Notebook, all forms of media are susceptible to the quantum 5G interface. It's coming this year. Concern yourself with the 4th G. Is it the 4th G? The 4th industrial, not the 4th G. Jesus, GG, David G, stop it. The 4th industrial technological revolution, which is coming to enslave you and your sons and daughters. Yeah, sorry. ZX, that was not at you, but to everybody. Pay mentally. Well done, yes. If I can't. Manic minor, it's no good. ASF. I'm just scanning, then we're getting off. I'm quite cold. I do need a wee and a cigarette, and I'm aware there's 26 of you, and we're doing kind of well here. Let me check the battery levels and actually go for a little tinkle out in the field. I'll leave you here. Let's put the tunes back on. I'll tell you what we do. I'll tell you what we're doing, and I'll check levels, put tunes on, and we'll carry on. This is the beginning of the mix. This is from, like I say, the Earl Pub, the Earl of Arundel and Surrey, Queen's Road, Sheffield, after dark. Oh, the times, 1999-ish, early 2000s. Big up the Sheffield man them, the northern, yeah, northern crazy ones. Where can I put ya? Yeah. Enjoy. yeah, it's cold. Yeah, yeah. Menza, easy. Agreed, Tom. 1 hour load. Cat, easy now. Meow, pussy cat. Need some glow sticks. Oh, we'll get some. You want to come and rave with us this year? Peace and love, common unity, equity. It's on. It's on like Kong. It's on like an 8-bit game of King Kong. Oh, he didn't. Yes, he did. It's going to be a barrel of laughs. Check AM, PM calendar, Mr. M. Right then. Lily, what's this, Lily? Do we all remember that Lily turned down them bitcoins? She got asked to do a gig and she got asked to be paid in bitcoins and she went, what are bitcoins? I don't want them. I think there was a story on Lily about that. Yep. I don't know if it's true. Allegedly. I don't like that one. There we go. I'm going soon. We're all caught up. It's late. I know you need to get to bed. I'll be in touch. Michael, congratulations. I am happy as a pig in the brown stuff. Over moon. Proper over moon. Here we go. Going crazy. The theme of this video with the moon and the blood and the bulls and the death. We'll say good night. We'll say peace and love. I am serious about all of the contents of this video, despite its presentation. Are you with us? Can you feel us? HAPPY now, reach for the sky. Sovereigns in the field. Land, sponsorship, endorsement. It's all there for the taking. Can you handle it? I think you can. Disclosure, you can handle full disclosure. What's that flashing? My cap. I'll show you the moon as well. It is a nice moon. And then we'll get off. Say your goodbyes. Good night. John Boy, Mary Ann. Hyper, hyper. Look into my eyes and I'll hypnotize ya. Peter Piper picked a pickle pepper. The pickle pepper Peter Piper picked was hot. Top buzz. Yes, sir. Girl, you look nice. Girl, you look fresh. Open up your let me naughty. See what they put in there? Sexual innuendo in your endo. Sheffield Massive once again. DJ Easy D, MC Doma, Dreamscape and Fantasia, Helter Skelter, Birmingham. Yes, lots of them. Progress. The Q Club. Wow. All in Rugby, Coventry. That was a good one. The Eclipse. That's where man was. Good times. Fields. Back to the old school. We've got the tunes. We've got the techniques. bass line's blowing the speakers. It's only on a little tablet. Just trying to play 2 kilowatts of bass line through an Android tablet for the tech heads out there. That's what that sound was. 2 kilowatts of bass recorded onto MP3, then played through an audio file. No chance. If you was a DJ or you was an MC, come down to the field and party with me. Yes, I. Hyper, hyper. Yes, I. Sovereign in the sky. Monkey mind, monkey magic, monkey see, monkey do. Yes, I am the monkey king. Monkey see, monkey magic, monkey mind, monkey do. Give me a banana. Body in the fix, oh yes, alright. Girls to the left and boys to the right. Remember that one? Girls to the left, boys to the right. We're gonna do this all fucking night. The roof is on fire. Three bad boys on a mission, bet you're wishing that you never started listening to the sound of the underground. Yes, 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 yes. Three bad boys on a mission, and we're doubling and we're bubbling. Doubling and we're bubbling. No, we're not from Dublin. Right, everyone, I hope you said your goodbyes. Made myself a cigarette. Ready to shut this show down. Once again, I own the tracks, bootlegs and samples on this mix. The audio is mine. There is no copyright tube. I can prove it. What we saying? Come selector. Yes, Michael. Come selector. Gunman. That was, if you search tube, Lockdown 187, that was one of the first also incredible tunes to come out by 187 Lockdown, Gunman. I think that's the whole track there. You'll find about a 8-minute mix of it. Oh, that is such a special track. A bit like UK Apache alongside the Shy FX. You never know UK Apache, a big in a jungle. Away, me had a nutter, original mad nutter, original man nutter, original mad nutter, original man, me had a nutter, original mad. I can't think of the words. Oh, it's been that long, but it was wicked, incredible. What they call me, incredible general, sensational, what they call me, incredible general. That was a good tune. I remember from the old days, all the happy days. Stop making me MC. I'm supposed to be saying good night and bless. All is blessed, no stress. Oh yes, get your body in the dress, in the fix. Get your mind in the fix with the crucifix. Oh, don't get on the cross. I am not the boss. Oh, it comes to, I could practice this and I'm sure we could put something together. If you get me some raki, the one time man has to drink, the raki takes away the inhibition like the cocaine does to the sniffers, you know. That's all it is. Because you don't do it all the time. You just got to get in the flow. Meditation, ganja, all these natural things, that's what it does to you. Gets you into the flow, yo. You know. Removes the inhibitions. Some call it embarrassment. Monkey. Bruce Lee. This is Do not concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Bruce Lee and Jungle. Original. You don't get that shit on anywhere else. No, you don't. get you in the fix. Cross of fiction, barbaliction, dereliction. Come on, that's enough. Peace and love, family. It's been fun. You'll hear from me again with Smithy maybe, and we'll do a hangout from out here. And we're coming back Friday. It is now Wednesday. I need to touch base, a few emails then. Let me catch up with that. Maybe tomorrow evening or Wednesday, Thursday evening, we'll go for a chat. And Eye of Creator is Wordsmith, so we'll see if we can get man up to 1,000. That would be excellent. And we'll be back soon. That's my update. Thank you to the 23. Very random, but still appreciated. 16 thumbs up. That's going well. Please share, subscribe, do whatever. Give me your comments. David at splspro.com is working, and I've got access to it out here now, and I'm working my way through the other emails that seem to have dropped in since I caught up. My other accounts, contact at splspro.com, I do not have access to. I haven't looked at that for some time, and I have got the mission. I've got to get Kevin, Andrew and Josh all logged on and signed up, so it's taken longer than expected. We've had a few hiccups and the technical issues, I don't know what, but we fixed it and all is well. So you can get in touch with myself and on the .com with Andy and Josh and Kevin in the forums, private messages. And yeah, remember, we're not an advisory or representatory service. We are just your brother's family. We have private lives. We don't work for you. We're not legally obligated to you, but we are morally and ethically obliged to try and help you at some point at the earliest convenience if we can. That's the setup and play. We, you know, we'd like to go this full time, hence the contents of this video and its shocking and quite explicit dialogue and description of our current matrix. Get yourself a bunny and an egg and eat some chocolate, give thanks, and it will be all right. That's what will pay your mortgage and get you out of debt and make life happy and give you your self-esteem back. Chocolate full of poison and palm oil wrapped in foil that's got particulates in that will poison you again, that's not great, that's full of milk, that's given pus and steroids. You get me, fam? But just come on, we'll just buy some eggs and go along with it because everyone's doing it. You know, it's normal. It's not normal. It's not right. It's not just. It's not proper. It's not about Jesus. And you're getting me. I'm getting myself wound up. So good night. Bless you. Love you. And keep those beats flowing. If it's been a while since you put some music on, I suggest you find your favourite track. Lockdown 187 Gunman will kind of do that to me. Let me think. There's another one. Another jungle tune that I was going to mention other than them two, but it was one of my favourites, but it's gone. Enjoy, and we'll be back soon. It's now bedtime for those over in my old stomping ground, and here midnight, 12:11. Yeah, let's do this. Thank you, much love, blessings, ciao bello, peace out.